What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. And the first topic I want to discuss is this situation that's going down with Irv Gotti. So if you guys don't know, Irv Gotti is being sued by an unidentified woman for SA. Now, within her claims, it seems to be a lot of mental intimidation thrust upon her by Irv, also physical intimidation, and it just seems as though he's trying to flex his power. Now, I don't know what power Irv has nowadays because he's a has-been, and the whole label that he represents is a has-been, but I guess he's relying on that to get women, and they feel like he has a connection to the industry, which I think he still does, don't get me wrong, and they feel like that in some sort of way he can help them fulfill their dreams. Now, to her credit, I do like the path that she's taken. She's just not taking the easy way out and looking for a settlement. It seems as though she's going to take this thing to trial, and she hopes that Irv is found convicted on violating her and all of the SA claims that she has stacked against him. But I do have a question about her mindset in regards to something that transpired that led to her feeling like she had to make a decision basically to please him or else. So take a look at this clip and I'll be back to give you my 2 cents on this.
Hip-hop producer Irv Gotti sued for alleged assault in Miami and in Atlanta. I'm sorry, that one wasn't on there. So if you don't know who Irv Gotti is, you've been living under a rock. He is the big producer for Murder Inc. He helped Ashanti grow her shit and Ja Rule. Well, on July 11th, a woman identified as Jane Doe, because she don't want to be known, accused Irvin Domingo Lorenzo, I don't know why I said it like, of assault and abusing her over several occasions from 2020 to 2022 in St. Martin, Miami, and Atlanta. And get this, she don't want money, she wants a trial by jury. That means she really with the shits. Or her lawyer is just that good and knows that he will settle out of court. Now, Jane Doe said she met Irv Gotti during a poker tournament in 2020 through a mutual friend. And when they met, Irv was like, let me file you out to St. Martin. But she was like, bet, let's go. But as soon as she got there, Irv was like, hey, I ain't fly you out here for nothing. Let's get it in. And according to Jane Throw, he was threatening to send her home if she didn't. But it didn't stop there. The suit claims that during their 2-year relationship, she suffered constant abuse at the hands of the rap mogul, who demanded that she perform unwanted acts, and he berated her for it. For instance, in January 2022, he flew her out to Miami and told her that she needed to give sloppy toppy in the elevator. And then he flew her to Atlanta that same summer and asked her to give him sloppy toppy in an Uber. It seems like Irv Gotti likes sloppy toppy. Now, according to Jane Doe, as a result to all the that Irv Gotti allegedly put her through, she suffered severe emotional and psychological harm for which she had to be committed into a psychiatric ward. Yep, that'll do it. And according to Jane Doe in the lawsuit, she's still suffering from these issues till this day. Now, according to Jane Doe, Irv Gotti destroyed her reputation in the industry. She was scared to come forward because of who he was in the industry, and y'all know how the story goes. I went to Irv Gotti's dating history, and there is nobody past Debbie Lorenzo, and she was married to him. So I have no idea who this woman could be. But if everything in this lawsuit is true, I hope she get what she deserves and he gets what's coming to him. Bye, people.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, the only question I have for the lady that's suing Irv is that if you didn't want to have an intimate relationship with Irv in St. Martin, I understand he flew you out on this lavish trip. You probably never visited such a place, but you didn't have to. He gave you an ultimatum, right? He said, yo, if you're not intimate with me, I'm gonna send you back. But you agreed to his list of demands and you slept with him. Now, I don't know if it was based upon the fact that you thought that Irv would be the jumper cables to jumpstart your career. I don't know if you had any money to make a decision to get back to the States. This is why it's important for women to have their own. This is why it's important to have your ducks in a row when you're traveling far with a man or to go see a man that you really don't know. Now, we don't know if that's the case. It could have been a plethora of reasons. But what I'm saying is that's going to be a tough question that she's going to have to answer if and when this makes it to court. Now, also, and this just came across my mind, there's a couple of more questions that she's going to have to answer. You're saying that Irv forced you to do something intimate on an elevator. There's cameras there and you didn't have to do it. You could have fought your way off of that elevator. You could have. Also, he forced you to do something intimate in an Uber. You have a driver right there to rely on, because in my mind, while you were in that Uber, all you had to do was scream that 4-letter word that rhymes with tape and it's a wrap. And I'm pretty sure that the Uber driver has a camera too. And so I don't know if she followed through with these humiliating list of demands that came from Irv only to set him up later if he didn't come through with the promises that he may have made her. But, you know, these are some tough questions that she's going to have to answer. Now, I'm not trying to discredit her story, and I do believe that Irv is capable of these accusations. I just hope that she can obtain the video footage, especially from the elevator and the Uber, that shows Irv forcefully making her do something against her will, because if she can obtain that footage, it's a wrap. But anyway, let's move along, and I want to talk about Diddy's baby mom's Misa Hilton. Now, Misa took to Instagram and announced that she's going to be releasing a memoir talking about her life, and in particular talking about her life and relationship with Diddy. At the time, she posted pictures of her being pregnant with their son Justin, and just pictures of them just being together. And it seems as though within this post, she's uplifting Diddy. And a lot of people are looking at her with the side eye because they're saying, yo, you were just criticizing him over a year ago because their son Justin had caught a DUI. Now, mind you, Justin is 30 years old, and I believe that he can make his own decisions. But Misa accused Diddy of being an enabler. And also, she wished that she never sent Justin to live with Diddy in the first place. She went off on social media. But now it seems that Misa has changed her tune all of a sudden, and she wants to highlight the powerful and impactful music that Diddy was able to create and present to us. And so I want to read you all what she had to say on social media. And it says here, I was pregnant. Puffy just got fired from Uptown Records. Andre Harrell said there cannot be two kings in a castle. He was right. It comes a time. Puffy was scared. He had a child on the way, and we just moved into a big, beautiful new home. He had me call Dre and ask for his job back several times. Dre stood on business the same way a father would when it's time for his son to make that move. I told Puffy he could do it. He was a mastermind. He just had to do exactly what he had been doing successfully at Uptown Records, just for himself now. I wasn't scared. I believed in him. Bad Boy started in our basement in Scarsdale, New York, thanks to the legendary Burt Padell. One night we were at the Palladium and Puff was about to give Flex the record. I can still picture that moment. We were at the bar patiently waiting for the record to be played. The crowd response was going to tell us everything we needed to know. Flavor in Your Ear played and everyone went crazy. Puff looked at me and said, "You see this ish, Mies?" I just smiled. It's Bad Boy, my life story, my experience. Beside every bad boy was a bad gal. Please don't come here with any negativity. Instead, try praying for all involved. Then she goes on to say, you cannot erase history and cultural impact. This is also our legacy. Every single person whose blood, sweat, tears, talent, and business acumen went into this movement. Were you not entertained? Were you not inspired? By the way, I had Justin at 19 years old. I turned 20 years old 7 days later. For a while, the internet had my age wrong. I said, hey, leave it. Stop believing everything on the internet. Rest in peace, Craig Mack, Notorious B.I.G., Andre Harrell, and Burt Padell. All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, it sounds like to me that she's kind of giving him his flowers. I don't know if they had a conversation about the status of his freedom. It sounds as though that he may be going away, and she's taking this time to basically give him his flowers before he goes and be locked down and locked up for a long time. Now, you have some people that are saying, hey, tell your story. It's your story to tell. But you have a lot of individuals that feel that her posting this was very insensitive to all of his victims. They feel like no one wants to hear about Diddy's accolades at this particular time, nor are these same individuals interested in hearing about all of his accomplishments or achievements, because they feel like that has already been cemented in history. But they contest with the facts that his dark past has caught up with him, and his dark past actually overshadows what he has done and what he has meant to the community musically. Now, it's unclear if Misa is going to go into detail about her own history with Puffy as far as trying to dodge all those punches and kicks, and I say that respectfully because no woman deserves to go through that, but we'll just have to see. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. So feel free to drop down in the comments and give me your thoughts on this and everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll get with you guys later. Peace.